That's a weak link, because at the end of the game, when you're playing at that level, foul shots, then he's the weak link. He's the guy that you foul. Because at the end of the game, when you're playing at that level, then he's the weak link. He's the guy that you're fouling. When you're playing at that level, then he's the weak link. He's the guy that you foul. When you're playing at that level, he's the weak link. He's the guy that you're fouling.
All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. Want to give a special thanks to 3Crazy83. Thanks again, my man, for the generous super thanks and your continued support. Really appreciate it. In this video here, something that I did some research on, and I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp will use LeBron James's field goal percentage as some kind of proof that he's a good shooter. Like in any circumstances. That's the cases they always try to make. They'll compare his field goal percentage to that of Michael Jordan's. And we all know how ridiculous this stuff is. Anyone who knows the game of basketball knows players who play closer to the rim, they're going to get a higher field goal percentage. Like a DeAndre Jordan, he's got the highest field goal percentage in NBA history. Shaq, how many field goal percentage titles did he win? But a player who plays farther from the rim, not as much. Now, before everybody gets into the whole, well, LeBron shoots a lot of threes. Yeah, he has shot more in the last half of his career, absolutely. But he has shot, in the course of his career, 35% of his shots are within 3 feet of the basket.
34, 9, 8, and 55% shooting. And when we're just comparing the two players, LeBron shoots a better percentage from 2, shoots a better percentage from 3.
Look at it. When he shoots the ball 20 times or less, he's 51% from the floor. That's LeBron. 20 to 24 shots, he's 50% from the floor. 25 to 29 shots, he's 50% from the floor. When he takes 30 or more shots, he's 49% from the floor. So that just lets you know just how extremely efficient he is. Jordan shot the ball about 23 and a half times per game. LeBron James shoots the ball 19 and a half times per game. LeBron averages 27 points a game. Jordan averaged 30. So just by simple mathematics, even if you take, he's going to miss the free throws. If you let LeBron shoot 3.5 more times per game, that puts him at 30. But if you just look at it, Jordan had averaged more points, but LeBron averaged more rebounds, more assists, shot a high percentage from the field, shot a high percentage from the three. It is what it is.
So this got me thinking. You really think LeBron James is that good of a shooter because of field goal percentage? You think that's telling of how good a player is shooting the basketball in any situation? Layups, dunks, putbacks, uncontested shots 3-4 feet from the basket. You're going to have a high percentage. That doesn't tell you anything. What about farther back, like in traffic? Most three-pointers are uncontested. Most people, unless they're like Steph Curry or Damian Lillard or some of these modern guys, don't shoot threes with somebody right on them. And if they do, they usually use a moving pick for the space they need or the step back that you now get to create that space in order to shoot a three-pointer. If somebody's got a hand right in your face, you're not going to shoot a three right on them. They're going to block it. How did LeBron James stack up versus the other top 75 players in NBA history shooting the ball? And there's two ways I looked at this. The first one was the mid-range, 10 to 16 feet, and then 16 feet to the three-point line. Those are the two mid-ranges. It's only been tracked since 1997. There's a total of 36 of the top 75, which is actually 76 players, that you could see at least one season of what they shot by different range. So what I did is I did a little comparison of all those guys versus LeBron James. Now, obviously, the older players, your George Mikens and Wilt Chamberlains, Jerry West, Dr. J, Moses Malone, these guys played well before 1997, so you're not going to get even a snippet of what they did. And a lot of these guys, the ones that are on here, you only get the edge of their career, only a little part of it, most of them. So again, it's not really apples to apples because most people are going to struggle as they get older shooting the ball because you don't have the raise you used to get. But getting right into it, how did LeBron James do against all the top 75 players that you could actually track? Well, let's see. LeBron James from 10 to 16 feet for his career shot 37.2%. From 16 feet to three-point line, 38.6%. That's his numbers. Well, Ray Allen was 43.4 on each one. Better than LeBron. Giannis, from 10 to 16 feet, 37.7. So he's ahead of LeBron on that one. And LeBron is ahead on Giannis on the 16-foot to the three-point line. All right, there's one. Of course, he does have more years to maybe make up for it. But as of right now, LeBron has a better shooting percentage. But Giannis is not exactly known as a good jump shooter. Carmelo Anthony, he's 4'10 and 4'16, above LeBron. Charles Barkley, you only get his last 4 seasons. That's it. LeBron is ahead of Barkley's last 4 seasons. Barkley's at 34.6, so LeBron's ahead of that one. But Barkley beats him in the 16-foot to three-point line by over 5%. How about Kobe? Kobe was at 43 and 40.2, better. Steph Curry, 46.3 and 46.5, better. Anthony Davis, he's at 42%, that's better on the 10 to 16. And then he tied LeBron 16-foot to three-point. They're tied currently. Clyde Drexler, just his last 2 seasons. LeBron is better than Drexler from 10 to 16 feet, but Drexler is better than LeBron from 16 foot to the three-point line. Tim Duncan, 405 and 410, is a better mid-range shooter than LeBron James is. Look it up. Kevin Durant, better. Patrick Ewing, better. Kevin Garnett, James Harden, every one of these guys, better. Allen Iverson, he's just below LeBron on the 10 to 16 foot, but 16 foot to three-point line, Iverson is better. So there's one right there for LeBron. So he's got one on Giannis and one on Iverson for players who played a full career. Michael Jordan, of course not. We know better. Jason Kidd, LeBron is better from 10 to 16 feet, but from 16 feet to the three-point line, Kidd is better. So Giannis 16 foot to three-point, Iverson and Kidd 10 to 16 feet. He's better than that. That's it out of 20 guys. Now granted, Barkley and Drexler, you only got a piece of their career, and he did tie Anthony Davis. Okay, how about the rest of them? Steve Nash, one of the best shooters ever. No chance. Dirk Nowitzki, same thing. No chance. Shaq. Yeah, LeBron, you're a better mid-range shooter than Shaq. There you go. Hakeem Olajuwon. Nope. Olajuwon, the better mid-range shooter. Robert Parrish. Now, he only played 1 season, and it's kind of ridiculous, Stephen, but I put it on there because he was a top 75 player. He actually best LeBron 10 to 16, but come on, you're talking about probably 15 or 18 shots versus an entire 22-year career, so it's stupid. And then, of course, Parrish was 0 on the 16 3-point. He was 0 for 3. I mean, that one shouldn't even count, but he was a top 75 player, so I put him in there, whatever. Chris Paul, nope. Gary Payton, nope. Paul Pierce, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, nope. Dennis Rodman. Okay, LeBron, you are a better mid-range shooter than Dennis Rodman's last 4 seasons. Congratulations. John Stockton, nope. Dwayne Wade, not from 10 to 16 feet, but from 16 to three-point line, they're tied. Russell Westbrook, not 10 to 16 foot, but 16 to three-point line. He is a little bit better than Westbrook, but only on one of them. Westbrook. Dominique Wilkins. He only played 2 sporadic seasons, and even that, only one of them. But out of all these guys, the only ones who played a full career, top 75 players that you could track, the only ones he was better than was one of Giannis's, one of Iverson's, one of Jason Kidd's, and one of Russell Westbrook's. That's it. That is a laugher. I don't know if people even realize what that means. He's a worse mid-range shooter than Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Big guys. Karl Malone. Oh, man, what a joke. Patrick Ewing. Ewing is a better mid-range shooter than LeBron James is. Now, the other thing I looked at is free throws. Now, I did a video about LeBron being one of the worst MVP free throw shooters of all time that wasn't a center or a power forward, because typically those guys are not very good free throw shooters. He did miserable. In fact, he's the lowest 4 on the list of MVPs free throw shooting that was not a power forward or a center. I think it was like 31 or 32 MVPs. He's got the bottom 4. That's a laugher. Free throw percentage versus all the top 75 players. That you can track the whole careers of. So going in alphabetical order, LeBron James is 73.7% career free throw shooter. Who did he best? So here we go in alphabetical order. He's 1.6% better than Kareem. Giannis actually should have been highlighted red here, but LeBron is 4.4% better than Giannis. So there's 2 guys. Barkley, 0.2% better than Barkley. I thought Barkley was a little better than that, but apparently not. Not Dave Bing, not Larry Bird, not Kobe. Wilt Chamberlain, there's 4. Not Bob Cousy, not Dave Cowens. Billy Cunningham, there's 5. Not Steph Curry, not Anthony Davis. Dave DeBusschere, there's 6. Not Drexler. Duncan, there's 7. Not KD, not Dr. J, not Ewing, not Frazier. How about Kevin Garnett? Nope. Gervin, nope. Hal Greer, nope. Harden, Havlicek. Elvin Hayes, there's 8. Allen Iverson, Magic Johnson, Sam Jones, Michael Jordan, Jason Kidd, Damian Lillard, Jerry Lucas, Karl Malone, Moses Malone, Pete Maravich, Bob McAdoo, Kevin McHale, George Mikan, Reggie Miller, Earl Monroe, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, Shaquille O'Neal. There's number 9. Hakeem Olajuwon, there's 10. Robert Parrish, there's 11. Gary Payton, there's 12. Scottie Pippen, the guy that saved Jordan's career, there's 13. Poor free throw shooter. David Robinson, barely, but that's 14. Dennis Rodman, Bill Russell, that's 16. Nate Thurmond, Wes Unseld, and Bill Walton. That is 19 players out of 76. That would put him in the bottom quarter now, wouldn't it? The bottom quarter of all top 75 players, LeBron James is that bad of a free throw shooter. Terrible mid-range, terrible free throw. So basically when it comes down to is, when it comes to offense, now you can say whatever you want about his passing ability. Yeah, he's an above average passer, no doubt. I'll never say anything other than that. But he's not Magic level. He's not Bob Cousy. He's not Larry Bird. Stop with that stuff. But yes, LeBron is definitely a good passer, no doubt about it. But when it comes to shooting the ball, especially in traffic with a defender on him, LeBron is just not a good shooter. What do you want me to say? He has gotten better shooting wide open, uncontested three-pointers. And yeah, he can drive to the basket. He has all kinds of tricks, hooks, forearms, shoulders, switch and pivot feet. He's got all the tricks to make the layups. He's been doing it for years. The league lets him get away with it. We all know about this stuff. But overall, LeBron James is a horrible shooter compared to the elite players of NBA history. He just is. I just showed you. What's your counterpoint to that? He's a poor shooter. And that's a pretty important part of playing basketball. Unless you're Shaq or you're Russell or Wilt Chamberlain or somebody who just plays basically right around the rim. So he was only a high-level defender for a handful of years. He was never a good shooter, never a good free throw shooter. So other than passing and driving to the basket, what's this GOAT stuff? I mean, I don't think so. This guy has so many flaws and deficiencies, it's not funny. And people have the nerve to come on here and talk about, oh, you're cherry picking. Do me a favor. Go cherry pick anything you want about Michael Jordan. Go ahead. Cherry pick anything you want. Pick any topic you want. Let me see what you come up with. Exactly. It's not that easy to somebody who really had no flaw. He was an average three-point shooter. Absolutely. But 1 year, whether they brought the line in or not, Michael Jordan was top 10 in three-point percentage. Look that up. I think it was 97. top 10 in the NBA. LeBron has never been top 10 in the NBA. But yet Nick Wright will say stuff like, well, LeBron is shooting as good as Steph Curry from 3 this year. Yeah, because Curry shoots 3 times as much as he does. Of course he's going to miss more. He just shoots way more. It's the same thing as when they try to make this field goal percentage case. As if general field goal percentage is going to tell you anything. It's so stupid. Steph Curry doesn't shoot 50% from the field. I think maybe once or twice he did. But he doesn't shoot 50% from the field. Yet DeAndre Jordan, Tyson Chandler, Shaquille O'Neal, Will Chamberlain, all these guys shoot 50%. Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale. Why do you think that is? The crazy narratives they come up with and the people that follow it is hard to believe unless you didn't actually witness it. Because it's real. These guys are a bunch of clowns. Here's your boy right here, LeBron James, lighting it up.
Well, there's no question about it. He is really one of the assistant coaches on the... LeBron James catches the ball with just 10 seconds on the shot clock.
James inside, blocked by Duncan. 4 on the shot clock. James for 3, won't go.
5-4, he goes with a tough step back, short.
Shoot that 3. And a step back 3 by James, no good.
You just don't want to turn it over here. LeBron will attack. LeBron all the way. LeBron can't score.
2, James for the win. No. Craig's on James with 4, with 3. James with 2, gets the shot away, no good.
James looking. James drives, pulls back. Won't go.
George, 4-second difference. LeBron.
5 on the clock. James steps back, sizes up, takes it 2. No good.
3 in the corner. James, the jumper, off the mark.
LeBron James, 3 seconds.
Faked it. Goes inside. Tap no.
Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I give daily content. And that's it. Until next time.